Good morning. Good morning from LA. My power is back, and I'm live. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Trading with Sergio, Monday edition. Uh, what are we going to do today? Today, we're going to do quite a bit, actually. For you guys like the shirt, and you guys know why I'm wearing this hat today. Let's see. Yeah, cool. So good morning from LA, wherever you are. Appreciate the support. Welcome to Trading with Sergio. This week I named it Another Week, Another Dollar, but I'm going to go actually into a couple of trades that I'm actually thinking of putting on for the elections. Um, it's going to be an interesting next 2 weeks, right? Dodgers had. Oh, that's baseball. Yeah, probably. Well, they haven't won it yet. The World Series is coming up, although I think it's going to be great World Series. Best team on the East Coast, well, most popular team, I guess, versus the most popular team on the West Coast. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be great for the economy when they're here. A lot going on. Halloween coming up. So anyway, good morning. Good morning. Let me get my phone out because I'm going to. Well, first, let's start with a couple of pieces of business. So I keep repeating this. All my positions are on the community page of the YouTube channel. So, I trim some. I post them every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays after the market close, latest by 2 p.m. On last Friday, I couldn't. I did it on Saturday because I had a power outage that lasted. I think the power came back on 16 hours later. Supposedly some major problem. Although some people in the chat accuse me of not paying my bill. It's not true. But long story short, anyway, it came back. So the positions are there. I added to some this morning. I trimmed some already, but you guys will see so the way you should handle this is look at the positions. If I'm long calls, that means I'm bullish on the stock. If I'm long puts, that means I'm bearish on the stock. I would not initially recommend you following me, other than, hold on a second. Let me get my screenshots out so that we can talk about other things. But so if you're going to follow me, do the underlying shares, the equity. Okay. So if I'm long Micron options, you should be long Micron stock if you're going to follow me. The other danger of that is I trim quite a bit. I could change my mind because I'm trading options, meaning I'm dealing with the direction and duration problems. And options are super highly leveraged. So if a stock can move 2 points and then options can move 50% up or down. So now I would recommend you guys doing that as opposed to jumping with both feet to the deep end of the pool doing options like I'm doing. But that's one. Number two, Monday and Friday. Monday, Trading with Sergio is going on indefinitely, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, where I'll answer questions, share my screen, all that stuff. On Fridays, Power Hour is continuing indefinitely, live stream, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. I usually go an hour and a half-ish, maybe longer, depending on the crowd and the questions. The other thing is, please, I have posted on the community page the books that I would like you to start reading and studying. Not everything could be done by the book, okay? Reading the book is one thing. Absorbing it, understanding it, and applying it to trading is something else completely, right? It's very easy to paper trade or, paper trading to me is like playing a video game. You die and then you reset and then you get 3 more lives or whatever. Well, in actual trading versus paper trading, it kind of goes, doesn't work that way. You're losing actual money or you're making actual money. In paper trading, you lose and then, okay, didn't harm anything, didn't, hurt your bank account. So, that's that. I would like, after you read the books, especially the technical analysis part, you should read that first and then options. The other thing is, get your own car, get in the race, have $100 Robinhood account, $500 Robinhood account. You don't have to have 6-figure accounts to do this. So if I'm long Micron, 50 Micron options, buy one share, that's it. But don't put more than 7 to 10% of your total account value into one position, because I'm spread around. I'm trading equity. I keep saying this. I'm just looking at my overall account balance, right? If last week is $1 and this week is $1.10, it's up 10%. That's the way I'm looking at it. I don't look at individual positions making me rich or poor. At some point, there will be a clear indication of, how far I'm leaning into one side or the other. But at the moment, I'm keeping a minimum of 65 to 70% in cash in my account. Look, there's a lot of uncertainty, right? Or, there's this week specifically, massive earnings week, more economic, news on the calendar. And in a couple of weeks, or maybe less, I think, right, we have the elections. So thankfully, that will be over. And it's going to make a huge difference in the markets, right? Initially, anyway. My take is whoever wins, I think the market's going to sell off afterwards or right before, one or the other. But then all the indicators are that Trump is pretty far ahead at the moment. But then on Friday, I'm going to talk about, that, but I'll touch upon a little bit on how to trade the elections if you guys are into it. I have my plan set. It's just a matter of executing it and when to execute it. So that's that. Number 3, please share. Please put a thumbs up. Channel is doing fine. It's growing, but one thing that we're paying attention to is a lot of videos are being watched by non-subscribers. So if you're watching it, just click the subscribe button, share the videos if you're already subscribed. And, I think we're doing good content, man. I think we're talking about real stuff. We're not gaslighting. We're not doing anything else, but call it the way I see it. So, support is appreciated. Share the videos, share the live streams. Talk to your families and kids about it, because this is the subject that we need to talk about, finances. And last but not least, if you guys like the shirt, WeZoom, thank you. No, I'm not out of Tiger. I will get into the positions in a minute. So this is WeZoom's creation. Gig With It is the name of the company. He's going to become the official actually pretty soon, of the merchandise provider of the channel. Once we figure out how to put that in there somehow, so as you guys know, there is memberships on the channel. Some of you are already members, some of you are not. What I would like is that, so the member perks, let's go to that. Member perks are, they get 2 extra live streams a month, every 2 weeks, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern at the moment. But if you guys do have other ideas as far as time is concerned, have a little bit of flexibility. So email me, Sergio@sergioavedian.com. The other thing is, we did 2 of those members only live streams already. I thought they were fantastic. I think they got a lot of people who attended it, got a lot of mileage out of it, because now it's more of a one-on-one mentoring, coaching, whatever you guys want to, say it. It happens quite a bit. And then the exchange of ideas happens between the community members, and they give me some great ideas. And obviously I'm trying to direct them the right way. So the membership perks not only is the 2 extra live streams a month, but for all members and new members, you get one of these shirts for free. It's a little crooked because I think I'm sitting crooked, or the camera angle is crooked. I don't know. It's not crooked. It's done perfectly. So The t-shirt, if you go to Gig With It website, is $30 plus shipping. It's super high quality. You can wash it a million times. It's made in-house. It's not produced in China or whatever. That is going to fall apart on you in a couple of times after washing it. So if you become a member today or in the future, email me your shirt size and t-shirt size and the color you would like. I think black looks good, or navy blue, let's say. And we will send you a free t-shirt, hoping that you stick around for 3 months so I get my money's worth out of it. Because t-shirt's $30, membership is $10. So if you get just 1 month of membership and then drop out, I'm losing $20. But I thought it was a decent perk to offer you all. If you're a current member or thinking of becoming a new member, maybe this. But it's not for the t-shirt. It's for the information, education you're getting, the one-on-one interaction you're having with other members and myself. I think it's worth its weight in gold. So, and the 2 extra live streams that we go with that per month, which you should be subscribed and turn on notifications so you know when they're coming up. So the next one coming up is we had one last Wednesday. So next one coming up is going to be, let's see. So last Wednesday we had one, which was the 16th. Next one's going to be on the 30th. Okay. So every 2 weeks, Wednesdays, we're going to do that. Every Monday, Trading with Sergio continues 3 times a week. I'm going to post my positions on the community page. And every Friday, Power Hour. So we summed it up. So let's look at some key events this week, economic news. Wednesday, nothing today and tomorrow. Wednesday, existing home sales data. Well, we know the affordability index has collapsed, right? Existing home sales are not doing well. A lot of people are not selling because they have these 3-4% mortgages, like myself. And if you do sell it, the new mortgage you're going to get is going to be 6-7. And funny enough, by the way, the day the Federal Reserve cut the rates and we talked about it is the day interest rates started going up. Today, they're actually skyrocketing. Okay. What is the interest rate chart that I look at? Is the TLT, right? TLT is the inverse 20-year bond ETF. Fed keeps cutting the rates, but then the bond market says, Fed, you're wrong. You shouldn't have cut the rates. We're going to raise the rates. It's incredible what's happening there. So on Thursday, initial jobless claims. On Thursday, again, new home sales, existing home sales on Wednesday, new home sales on Thursday. On Friday, a full calendar, September durable goods orders, and Michigan consumer sentiment data on Friday. So kind of light week, but the big news is 15% of the S&P 500 companies are reporting earnings this week. And that includes, I think, 4. Well, I'm going to give you guys a calendar. So all these things, by the way, you can Google it. You don't need me for this, but I want you to, every Sunday, let's say, right, Google key economic calendar or key economic releases this week, and you know what's coming up. Then you can kind of learn what's going to move the markets. Which one is more important, right? Inflation data, unemployment data, GDP. Those things you should watch for. Some of the stuff like Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index, kind of important. It kind of tells you where the consumer is at. New home sales data, existing home sales, not game changers, but important nonetheless. But more importantly, this week, 15% of the S&P 500 companies are reporting. And let me give you guys a rundown of who's reporting what. And out of the S&P 500, as we know, a lot of the Mag 7 is in or Magnificent 7, Mag 7 is in the S&P 500, October 22nd, tomorrow, after the market close. Microsoft. Earnings are estimated to be at $3.10 a share. Now, this is all expectations, right? If they beat expectations, stock will go up. If they don't beat expectations, stock will go down. This is not written in stone. Also tomorrow, after the market close, Google, Alphabet. Earnings expectations for the quarter are $183 per share. October 23rd, Wednesday, Meta, Facebook, the old Facebook. Earnings expectations are $5.19 a share. Okay. October 24th, Thursday, Apple. Earnings are expected to be $1.59 a share. And again on the 24th, Amazon. Earnings are expected to be $1.14 for the quarter. And this you can also get, by the way, just simply Google it. Okay. S&P 500 companies reporting earnings, let's say. That should be your search engine query. And last but not least, NVIDIA, November 14th, next month. Earnings are expected to be 74 cents a share. So, Microsoft, Alphabet, Meta, Apple, and Amazon all this week. So that's going to definitely move the market. So the triple Qs, which these five belong, including NVIDIA as well, are major part of the triple Qs and S&P 500. So S&P 500, by the way, is a market cap weighted index. Okay. So all these stocks, these Mag 7 actually is close to 35, 38% of the S&P 500. So their weighting means a lot, and they're going to move the market for sure. More than the economic data this week, these earnings are going to move the market quite a bit on an individual basis and as well as on a market basis. So what else? Let's look at the... Okay, sounds good. All right, so let's look at the comments for a quick. Techie B, good morning. Mac D, what's up? What's up? Vic, good morning. Good morning. We Zoom. I should be wearing a Dodgers hat. No. Oh, hat. Why am I wearing my usual Monday hat? The team was off last weekend. I guess the 1 week off helped them out. 5-1 win this weekend. Beat the daylights out of Sevilla. Barca #1 forever. I bleed, burgundy and blue. And it kind of goes well, actually. The gold and the gold on the shirt kind of goes well. Don't you guys think? This is an awesome shirt, Weezo. I think this version is better than the old version. And I like it on black. I just got this. This looks good. So for members, free t-shirt. If you do become a member or an existing member. Eric Lee, what's up? What's up? Weezo, thumbs up. Queen Brown, hello. Hello. They have I'm going to be there for probably half an hour or so. Queen Brown, who is part of the C2C, Coast to Coast driver group on Spaces on X. I think it's today is their 1-year anniversary that they've been doing those spaces. It's pretty cool. So congrats. I'll be there for half an hour or so. So go check them out. I think it's at 4 p.m. Pacific. It starts at 4 p.m. Pacific. Sean, how are you? Good morning. Mojotronics, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Eric Lee, Serge, what's up? What's up? We Zoom, yes, it does look good on me. It makes me look thinner, although I have lost like 27, 28 pounds so far. Doing, not dieting, eating once a day and doing a little bit of that intermittent fasting thing. Just working out though. But so with that said, welcome to all of you. If you have, please put up the questions. Queen Brown says, yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Post your YouTube live schedule on the community page. Yes, I will. Yes. I think that's a good idea. Cool. All right. So let's go to my position screen. Hope you guys can see this. Again, I'm going to post this. Today's Monday. I'm going to post it on I'll answer the questions, shoot all the questions. I'll go through the comments one by one and then answer it. So I will post this position screen by 2 p.m. latest today on the community page. Community page is on the YouTube channel. You go to the community, you go, oh, I bought or sold something. Let's see. What did we do? We bought keep buying Unity software. It was up this morning. Now it's kind of pulling back. So on the community page, the way you go to the community page, you go to the YouTube channel, it will say videos, then it will say shorts, then it'll say live. There are a bunch of tabs towards halfway of the YouTube channel, homepage. You just swipe left, and then the last tab is called community. When you click there, all this is going to be there. So let's go to the, okay, so these are my positions. I had, if you guys look at the position screen from Friday to today, you guys will see some changes. I added a few to some, I took some off. Okay, so I had 25 puts on the triple Qs, November 15 expiration for 80 puts. I trimmed 10 today at 6:30. I had 15 of the November for 90 puts. I trimmed 5 at 9. Market took a really dump, like about 8:30 a.m. and I took advantage of that. So I trimmed some of those, but I'm still long 25 puts. It's more of a balance kind of a thing as opposed to anything else. And so my point is, again, things change in my life quite fast because I'm trading options. So the way you could duplicate this is that just be in the underlying equity. So if I have puts on triple Q, you can short half a share or a quarter share, not more than 10% of your account value. You can short the equity. You can short the ETF easily. Now, I'm not sure if they allow you to short fractional shares. If they don't, then yeah, there is no other way. We'll have to figure out somehow how to participate on the short side, because when the market starts dropping, we need to make money. We need to make money on the downside as much as we can make money on the upside, because things go down 3 times as fast as they go up. So with that said, next one is I had trimmed all my Tiger down to 10 calls. Tiger meaning that's the symbol TIGR. Up Fintech, it's a Chinese fintech company. Actually, the Chinese PBOC cut the rates by another quarter point. They're panicking at the moment. You guys should wait until Friday why they're doing what they're doing. We'll talk about that on Power Hour. Today is not today. Stock was down to 693, it's 737. I added 40 more calls. They're only like 20-25 cents. I bought 40 more calls. My cost is 35 cents now, the existing 50 options, which is not much really. Sad news is my Hain Celestial, my lotto ticket expired worthless, of course, as expected, but no big deal. So I am adding to Unity Software. I'm up to 50 calls, 50 of the November 15th, $25 strike prices. This morning, stock was up to $22.53, $21.80 now. I just added 10 more. My cost is right about $1 on 50 calls, 101 actually. They're 90 cents. Okay, 10-cent loss, no big deal. I am buying puts on CCJ is the symbol. They're uranium, all the uranium stocks, including one of VIX, who, put that up there around 10-11. The stock's 24 now. NNE was the symbol on that. Hope he's still long. I'm buying the November 5th stock is about 57.95-ish, and I'm long 40 of the November 55 puts at a cost of right under 190, and they're about 180. And they were as high as I think $2 this morning, and as low as 164. I trimmed all my lunar. I was long a lot. 60 calls each I was long. I trimmed down to 10 and 10. I'm long 10 of the lunar. Still like the stock, but I'm trading options. So stock is 781, down a touch today, down about 3%. I'm still long 10 of the November 10s and long 10 of the November 9s. 40-cent cost on the 10s. They're 40 cents. 55-cent cost on the 9s. They're about 55-60 cents. And I was long Billy, another Chinese name, I will go through my watch list today so you guys can, understand what's happening there. I have other things that I'm looking at that I want to get into, but have some sort of a balance, really. I'm only long 10. I was long 30. I trimmed it. So again, on these position screens, when I post it, go to the day before, go to the one before, and compare what I'm doing. You guys can see clearly a trend of trimming and adding and trimming and adding, but that's because I'm doing options. So if you want to, let's say, how would you duplicate this, right? Well, you could go short the ETF if you can. If they allow you to short the ETF, short the triple Qs in fractional shares. If they do, I think Robinhood doesn't allow shorting, but other ones will. Up FinTech, you guys could buy the stock. The stock is 735. So you could buy 5 shares of that, let's say, or 10 shares, $70. If you have $1,000 account, let's say, you shouldn't be buying more than 10 shares of that. On you, stock is 21.75. Okay, so on that one, maybe 4 shares, right? That's another $80. So I'm talking the underlying equity. Okay. And I'm doing the options, but you guys should not do that. On CCJ, you guys can short the stock. It's 58. You can short maybe 1.5 shares or 2 shares, right? Those are things that's how you can duplicate it. Lunar is 781, 10 shares, let's say. That's another $70. So if you're going to duplicate this, do the shares. Don't do the options. The options move a lot fast. You need to be on top of it. You need to know when to get in. You need to know when to get out. You need to know also when to cut the losses. And so overall, and Billy, I have 10 calls. So how you do that? You can buy 4 shares of Billy. Let's say it's $20. So, $70, $80. If you have $1,000, let's say, at Robinhood account, you could do that, 7% max of the total equity and leave yourself some cash for the new things. Let's look at some charts. Okay, so this is the triple Qs. It's kind of winding, and it's a beautiful, beautiful pattern, honestly. While this week is going to be make or break on the triple Qs. Why? I just mentioned, right? Four or five of the names. Let's see. Microsoft, Alphabet, Meta, Apple, and Amazon. All five of the 7 Mag 7 are having earnings this week. So, and the triple Qs are right at the all-time high. So, it's either going to make or break it. I mean, there is this, I usually don't draw too many lines on my charts, but I drew this uptrend because that's going to be the key. If the triple Qs roll over here, and they could be construed a double top if you're reading your books, right? Because we're retesting the old high. S&P 500, although, is making a new high. MACD is kind of looking like getting flat, kind of rolling over. So I'm just not commit. I can't commit. But once it starts moving, it's going to move pretty good one way or the other. So if it makes a new high, I think we're going to the 520s on the triple Qs. So that was the triple Qs. This is the S&P 500. Keep making all-time highs. Today is just going sideways. Really, nothing much. Let's look at the four or five earnings candidates this week. This is Microsoft. Microsoft has been underperforming. Just going sideways, or a trading range kind of a thing, 410 to 440. It's right on top of the 200-day average. That's the support there, but MACD is under 0. I'm just cautious. This is not one of the better looking ones. Neither is Google. Google is also kind of, you got compared to Meta and Netflix and Nvidia, those are the 3 best acting ones in Mag 7. The rest are and Apple is decent, obviously. So Google is also into resistance at 170. If it takes out 170, I think it definitely has room to run. Meta, the best Mag 7 stock. I mean, what is this clear uptrend? broke out last week, made an all-time high of 550, got up to 600. Now it's just doing a little bit of a pullback, which is normal. Apple actually is right at the old high. I mean, these are all beautiful patterns. These look to me like they're all continuation patterns to the upside. I could draw like a little wedge here, or an ascending triangle actually. Right here is one. I could draw it, but I'm not gonna. Keep my charts clean. There definitely is room to run on Apple if the earnings are good. And Amazon, I think somebody asked me about Amazon. So Amazon, again, better than Microsoft and Google, but still hasn't made an all-time high. And Nvidia making a new all-time high today, breaking above the $3 trillion market cap, 141.80. That's a new all-time high on a closing basis if it closes here on Nvidia. It's a beautiful, beautiful chart. I think Nvidia, I mean, if the other Mag 7s are good, I think Nvidia could accelerate to like 165, 170 here. So, but the one I'm really watching close is Apple, and obviously the triple Qs. So I will definitely sell those puts that I'm holding on, and then aggressively go. So I'll just put up the charts on my positions to start with. This is Up Financial, TIGR. So right at the 20 EMA, Bollinger Bands are kind of closing up. Yeah, although MACD has turned down. On the next pump up, I will get rid of those options. So if you do have the stock, trade accordingly. Resistance at 10, support at 675. If you do buy the stock, where should you get stopped out? Probably 6, right at the 50-day EMA. There's support all the way down from there to here. From here to there, I meant to say. Unity Software, I am buying. It's been going sideways. It's getting stuck every time at the 200 EMA. Today, it tested the 200 EMA at 2250 and change. Now it's 2178. It's still going sideways. It's a little presumptuous actually on my part to buy these calls, but then about even. I wouldn't hesitate to get out. If you do buy the stock and tag along, your stop should be right at $20, right, a touch under $20, which is the 50 EMA. So you're risking about 5.5%. And if this does break out, I think we're looking at a easily $27 to $30 stock, and that's plenty from here. That's about 35%. So, but again, don't do the options, do the stock. Billy is another position. Once I go through the positions, I'll go through the rest of it. This is Billy, hanging in there, right on the 50-day. That's why I bought it. I'll add to it at some point. I trimmed it. I got lucky one day. It just popped to 22 or 21 and a half. I have the November 15th expiration 20 calls, 10 of them, nothing major really, but on the other Chinese stuff, Alibaba, they had their massive run now on low volume. They're just kind of pulling back, a little bit of profit taking, which is expected, but still above their 50 EMA. Not concerned really. A lot of them are looking decent actually. And I just started buying puts on CCJ, Cameco, 57.89. This is a uranium stock. Stock was 36 literally a month ago. Now it's 15.8. I think it's overdone. I wouldn't do this if I was you guys, because this is a pro kind of a thing. I'm looking for a pullback to about 53-ish. That's why I bought the puts. If you want to short the stock, might as well short the stock. On a 3-year basis, CCJ is making all-time highs. And now the ancillary play here is, why are the uranium stocks doing well? Well, uranium, right, nuclear energy is coming into play. Nuclear energy is getting really fashionable now, because supposedly all these AI computers, massive computers, are going to need massive amounts of power. And obviously we don't want to do that with coal burning or gas burning or crude burning power plants. They're coming back in play. So that's why VIX stock that he recommended, which was NNE, is doing fantastic. It was up like massive amount today. I think it was up like 20% today. Here's NNE 25, yeah, up 24.5% today. Hope he's still wrong. Long, not wrong. It was the play was here, right? Now it's just kind of walking above the 20 EMA. I mean, it looks really, really beautiful as a chart. My favorites continue to be my favorites. AFRM kind of going sideways. It actually hit 50, pull back to 44 now. Where would I buy it? Right at 40, right at the 50 EMA, and your risk is really low at that point. So I'm waiting for my time on that one. AMD. If you guys have any stock questions, please put them up on the chat. I'll look at the symbols. AMD, nothing really. It's just pulling back to the 200 EMA. One of my favorites that I traded last week is AST Space Mobile. This MACD is turning up. Today is a little bit of a profit taking. I had a really huge day a couple days ago. Definite buyer of that. If I get it down to right now it's about 27. If I get it down to 25, definite buyer of ASTS. Let's see, a couple other Chinese names, Baidu. And weaker than Baba, obviously, because it kind of took off, and now it's literally broke the 50 EMA and 200 EMA coming down. Capricorn was one that I traded last week. I'm really closely watching it. They actually announced the secondary and placed the secondary literally in one day at 17. Stock is 20. When stocks do that, when they place secondaries, that means they're raising cash, and they have drugs coming out, so they're not really diluting as much, because if the drug gets approved, soon they need manufacturing facilities, so they're raising cash to pay for that. I like the stock quite a bit. I traded it last week with the options, November 30s. Now I'm actually looking at December's on these. But then once a company does a secondary, it needs to digest that a little bit. But still one of my favorites. Let's see. What else? Some of the new ones that I've started watching, you guys need to pay attention to. Let's look at Mojotronics CLSK. Nice, yeah, nice, Mojo. Actually, on Friday, look at that. It went above the 200 EMA. Now where is resistance, Mojo? If you're reading your charts, where is resistance? You should not even think about it. The old support, which was at 14, that it broke under, and then once it broke 14, it went down to as low as 7 or 8, is new resistance now. Now 14 is the next level of resistance. After that, if Bitcoin breaks out, I'm going to talk quite a bit actually about, before I do that, I'll, when I get back on the main screen, I'm going to talk to you guys about what I did as far as an interview that's going to be released tomorrow on the channel. And you guys definitely must watch that. Must. Okay. It's not about trading. It's about what one gentleman is doing for his financial freedom through Bitcoin. You guys need to watch that. And Bitcoin is just hanging in here. It's kind of, if once that makes the new high after going sideways for 6 months, I think next stop is 110, 120. DJT, actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about DJT today. DJT is Donald J. Trump. It's his media company. Stock was 11. Obviously, stock now is at 31. It was as high as 80, but I'm setting up myself a beautiful option position. I don't know if you guys are allowed to do that in your small account, but I will show you guys in detail what I'm doing with DJT, right? If he wins, is it going to skyrocket? It could, but implied volatility is so high on this. I'm going to definitely sell premium on this in a really low risk kind of a way, but I will share that with you guys on Friday in detail, because by then I'll have the betting lines as well, new betting lines. Supposedly Trump is up 10, 12 points or something like that. Let's look at Goldman Sachs, new high last week, pulling back. Yep. So these are the charts you guys need to start looking at. So, if you're a technician, Goldman Sachs, high was right here, 515. It broke out, went to 540. Now it's pulling back. Usually when stocks do break out, they will pull back. They'll give you one shot. They'll pull back to the breakout level, which becomes support. So all resistance becomes support. All support becomes resistance. Okay. You guys need to pay attention to that. New ones. Let's see. So let's look at lunar, down a touch. Still going sideways. Still like it. I mean, 50 days catching up. I don't have I have tiny little positions in it, break-even positions. I took profits actually on Friday. It's just biding its time. I think the next leg up on this is going to be 13, 14. Just waiting. Micron, don't have a position now. Time to get in probably. Yep. So what happened? Okay, the trade worked out beautifully actually. On the earnings, it popped to 115, pulled all the way down to 100, which was right on this 20 EMA. First pullback to 20 EMA is always a buy. As you guys recall, I had 35 of the November 115 calls. I sold them a little early, but it's okay. I made really good money. And then if you guys go watch the old live streams, what did I say? It'll most likely retest a high. Well, it did retest a high. And now it's kind of pulling back. I like it. I think I'll get back in, if not today, probably tomorrow. Definitely looks like it's on its way. So the golden cross is happening, by the way. The 50 and the 20 EMA is crossing the 200 EMA to the upside. I like it. MACD is supportive. I like it. NNE is, that the what do you call it? Nuclear stock. There's another one, a new one, OKLO, Oklo Inc. Look at this chart. How beautiful is that, right? And I mean, now it's getting a little ridiculous. It's getting the parabolic move. We zoom. You know how parabolic moves end, right? Parabolic ends with badly. But now, what I will do with Oklo is that, am I crazy enough to short the shares? No. But for a pullback, because things don't do this. This is stuck on the upper band, and it's just gone totally parabolic. I will look at Yahoo Finance, first of all, to see how many shares are outstanding. Then I will look at how many shares are outstanding short. Then I'll look at their cash position. Then I'll look at their, S3s, meaning do they have shelf registration to offer shares? Because when stocks go up parabolic like this, like it did with Capricorn, what do companies do? They come and sell shares, right? That's why they take advantage of the move. So yeah, I'm definitely, going to look into this to short this, because I'm short CCJ, the big one, through puts. So, but these move a lot more. So beta on this is a lot higher. PLL, unfortunately, it's kind of, actually, look at this. Okay. We're right on the 50 EMA now. It hit the 200 EMA twice, resistance, rolled over. Yeah. There may be a play here. Your risk is pretty far. It's a 7. I would go maybe 8.5. Yeah, if you're going to buy it here. Actually, I'll buy some calls now. I'll buy some short-term calls to a bounce of 12.5. Hopefully make a few bucks. Actually, when I get off this, I'll buy some calls while I'm here. Because it's right on it. I'll read the news first if there's a catalyst for it, why it's down 10% plus today, 11%. MicroStrategy. I'm going to talk in detail about MicroStrategy. It is selling at 2.7 times its Bitcoin holdings. There could be a massive gamma short squeeze in this thing. Please be careful with this. And then the surrogates, MST that I talked about, that's the turbocharged version. If it needed it, look at this thing move, right? I think hit 70. 3 days later, it hit 45. Now it's back to 65. That's MSTU. That's 2x of what MicroStrategy moves, and MSTX is 1.75x. These things are moving, and money is flowing into these things. So be careful with these if you're going to dabble into that. Let's look at a couple more. Let's see what I add. Serve robotics breaking out, kinda. I'm just not interested though for that one. SMR is another nuclear. I mean, that's just going sideways. It's going to take the next leg up. So if you're going to do these, please pay attention to how many shares outstanding, how big of a company they are. Nothing wrong with this chart. It's just doing one of these things, just going sideways a few days. Bull flag. Remember, guys, the book, bull flag, next move up. Just like Oklo is not even waiting. And NNE did the same thing, right? Little bull flag action, new highs, right? Go sideways, new highs. So that's how stocks move. So when they're going sideways, you don't have to anticipate the move, but you need to be cognizant of it, why it's going sideways, especially if it's going on low volume. You, on the other hand, now it's 21.55. I'll enter another buy order there shortly when I do this. And this is another one that I'm actually looking to short. This is Zim integrated. As you guys know, I traded this on the upside, sold a little early. Hit 20, pull back to 18, now back to 26. There's definitely bearish divergences that I'm seeing here. So symbol is Zim. I'm looking to short this. Again, you know, when I do this, I may do it for a day or two or three. So you guys need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to get to the front screen, do a couple of transactions. I'm definitely going to add to my U. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, maybe I'll even buy the puts back that I sold this morning. The U is 85 cents. Let's buy another 10. No, not the shares. The options. Okay. Let's buy 10 more at 80 cents. Okay. 80 cents. Okie dokie. We're done with that. If we get to 80, we'll buy it. What else was I going to do? CCJ is moving the right way. Now I have a profit on it. Tiger is 738.39. I call it Tiger. It's going up financial. The puts I sold this morning at 630, 660 are down to 523 under triple Qs. The puts I sold at 9 are down to 8. So I will probably replace those before I finish my day. What else was I going to buy? Oh, I was going to look at PLF, Piedmont Lithium. Do I buy the stock on this, or do I buy the options? Let's look at the options. Let's look at the 10. Stock is 1028, down about 11%. For first, let's look at the news. Why is it down? JP Morgan downgraded the stock. Okay, that's one news. Macquarie downgrades Piedmont Lithium. Okay. Everybody's downgrading the stock. Okay. Well, you don't want to go against institutions. So Piedmont Lithium announces 780. Okay. JP Morgan price target 8. Stock is 10 and change. Okay, let's not mess with that. Let's wait another day. Wait until the institutions are out, and then we'll get in. No problem. Okay, so I will definitely buy that on a break at 10, maybe down to 8. I will get there once it gets to their target. I wouldn't do it yet. What else? ASTS. Okay. Okay. So I added. Yeah, those puts I will add any second. Actually, I sold 10. I will not add to those. I will add to the 490 puts. Actually, no. I think I'm pretty balanced at the moment. What I'm going to do though is once the earnings start coming out on the triple Qs are going to take definite direction one way or the other. I think I have enough balance. I'll buy more calls on that. Lunar, not much. Small position. Okay. We're okay at the moment. Let's look at Oklo. Let's look at Oklo puts and calls. Oklo. Okay. Oklo, Clean Spark, and Wolf Speed are among top 7 medium gainers. Okay, CLSK. Let's look at CLSK. Oh, going sideways. Let's look at the daily. CLSK is actually is Mojotronic stock. Okay, cool. 1 year, 1 day. Okay. And Wolf is Wolf. Yep. Wolf Speed is also coming off its S. Mara is another Bitcoin. Yeah, it's also curling up. I mean, these stocks have potential at the moment, but it depends on what Bitcoin is going to do. Oklo is parabolic. Let's look at the 3-year. I think it has never been this high. I don't think it has. Nope. Yeah, when things go parabolic, they don't end well. So you guys know. Let's look at the options on this. Let's see if we can do something with these. November's. So they don't have October's. Okay. Yeah, options are trading crazy amounts with 165 IV. All right. So stock is 22. They have calls all the way up to 28. And the $28 calls are trading at $1.80. Okay. That's so expensive. I mean, stock is 2063. $28 calls are almost $2. That's when you sell premium, people. And let's look at the puts. Puts actually have the same IV, about 165. What was the low on that thing a couple days ago? Let's see if there's a play here. I mean, it has done nothing. I mean, definitely I see it getting down to 15, 16 when this craziness ends. When will it end? Nobody knows. That's why you trade options, because if I short the stock, unlimited risk, this can go to 30 before it comes down to 15. Guys, remember that one that went from 3 to 45? The symbol was drug. And I said, what did I say? You know, next time we look at it, it'll be down to some whatever ridiculous number. So look at that thing. It hit, okay. It was 40, came down to 20. Yesterday it hit 80. See, that's why when you're shorting equities like this, you may say it's a pump and dump, it's going to die. You never know when it's going to die. This is unreal. And no options on that thing either, thank God. But Oklo does have options. Yeah, stock's high today is 2169. Yeah, I will put some orders in to buy some puts on this. $20 puts are $3. So expensive. 170 IV. 15 puts are $1. High 130, low 85 cents. Okay, let's buy 10 of these. Buy 10 of the puts at $1. We'll buy a few more. And buy 10 more at 90 cents. So why am I doing options instead of shorting the stock? Well, unlimited risk on the stock, right? It could go to 40. Well, these puts are going to go where? 0. But I have November until November 15, 27 days, 26 days. Let's put an order at 90 cents. This is a counter trend rally. Do not do what I'm doing. I'm not doing it because I want to lose money. I'm doing it because the other thing I'm looking at is I'm looking at the 12 and a half. They're 45 cents higher IV, so I can sell those against mine, be like in a spread. So please understand why I'm doing it at this level and why I will scale in. I think they're overdone, so we'll just take the other side. That's why we have a market. So okay, I'll put one more order in here at 80 cents. $1.90 and 80. I'll have 30 puts. And then tomorrow we'll play again if it doesn't happen, if the other ones don't get executed. All right, this is not getting a little boring, but I'm entering orders, so you guys understand what my thought process is. And CCJ, I'm short, so I don't want to be stuck in the same group. Okay, cool. That's cool. So there's the new position. So I'm going to post these on before 2 o'clock today, 2 p.m. today. Okay, that's about it. I have an order to buy 20 more up financials at 20 cents. Yeah, they killed the IV on that. It was like 130s, 140s. They're down to 116. So we're going to talk a little bit about IV and DJT. How I'm going to play that, but I'm going to go into super detail on Friday. I'm going to trade the elections actually through DJT. Is it already priced in at 30 bucks? Okay, put it in the chat, guys. What do you guys think? You think DJT will go to 50, 80 if he wins? Or is it priced in already because it went from 11 to 30 already? So let's get back to the front screen and answer some questions. All right, let's see some questions. Tesla earnings. Okay. Okay. All right, let's look at earnings. Not earnings. Okay. OMAD works. What's OMAD? I don't know. How long is my fast? I'm trying to do at the moment like 16.8. I'm gonna move to 18.6. There was a mention to get in around 12:11:50 at 10:38 now. Yeah, but you got to look at the news 2 days ago. Macquarie downgrades it to 8. You don't want to mess with institutions. Technicals are technicals. If you got in on the 20 EMA, you're right at the 50 EMA, and then the targets are lower than that. That's why. Okay, that's why. What did I say on the members meeting, Mojotronics? Don't buy anything that's under his 200-day, right? So the setup is weaker. It tested the 200-day twice at 15, and it got turned back. Now you just kind of play defense. You shouldn't be your most aggressive play. Okay. Vic G says I sold it last week. Okay. You mean NNE? Yeah, sorry, man. Don't buy a PLL. No. I wouldn't do it. That's why I didn't buy it. I looked at it. I didn't buy it just now. I could have bought it. Let the institutions all get out. Let's just let them regurgitate all over themselves. Tesla to earnings. When is Tesla's earnings coming up? Didn't they come out already? Tesla earnings date. Where is it? Oh, this week, 10/23, after the market closed. Well, that's not the Mag 7 because I was looking at the Mag 7. So Tesla, add Tesla to it. We'll look at Tesla in a minute. Yeah, 10/23 after the market closed. A lot happening this week. So it's going to move. It's going to move. The triple Qs big time. MRDSN, good morning from Denver. Good morning. Remember SMR? Yeah, I did. I looked at it just now. Nuclear power, yes, it has. You call my name, MACD. And is it cliche to say it might go? That's funny. Funny with Zoom. It nuked already. Look at Oklo. Eric Lee asks, let's answer that question. Eric Lee says, how is it that the price of oil has gone up recently as the price of gas has dropped? Not that I'm complaining. Crude oil prices are very sensitive to macroeconomic conditions. Okay. And what's happening in the Middle East, obviously, there's rumors that Israel is going to blow up the, Iranian oil facilities. Not everything, very small amount of a barrel of crude becomes gasoline. Actually, more importantly, it becomes more other chemicals, plastics, and things like that. So the other thing is seasonality in gasoline. Summertime is over. Everybody back to school. That's why you're seeing a little bit of a pullback on gasoline. There you go. Member, just got my shirt and email. You got it. I hope you enjoy it. Hey, if you're a member and get a t-shirt, it's free. Number one. If you become a member, I'm going to send you one of these. Free. Just email me, Sergio@sergioavedian.com, your t-shirt size and your physical address so we can mail you one. So the rule is going to be going forward on all the members only live streams, everybody has to wear the shirt. Good rule, I think. Right? Right. Joy BTV says, ate at a chain restaurant called Kava was one. Welcome to the party, Joy BTV. Yeah. Have you been watching my channel for 4 months? It's my favorite stock. It was my favorite stock. I trimmed actually quite a bit. I bought it in the mid 30s though, after I ate there a year ago the first time. Yeah. It's an uptrend. It's a beautiful uptrend. At the moment, I'll be really careful buying it here. But yeah, absolutely. I've been talking about Carvana for 3 months, 4 months since I started the channel. And yep, I ate there actually last week with a couple of drivers. So at the moment, I'd be careful. I think it's going to digest the earnings growth that it's experiencing. Any pullback, though. See, those are the Mojotronics. Those are the pullbacks we need. Above it's 20, above it's 50, above it's 200. On the pullback, they have to be above it. So those are the buy on dips ideas. Oh man, yeah, okay. Possibly, potentially, possibly, yeah, possibly. I think the sell-off is going to be a few days before the election. After the Mag 7 reports all their earnings, all that will settle in. All the next quarterly estimates will come out. And whatever is going to happen is going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen. But that's when I think once that settles in, next week is only 1 week to go to elections. That's when I think market will sell off a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, 1 meal a day. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Okay, yeah. Yes, 1 meal a day. I'm eating 1 meal a day. I'm eating a healthy meal too. I'm not eating garbage. Yes, Tesla's on the 23rd. We'll look at Tesla chart in a minute. Yeah, I don't like the chart. Tesla is actually the worst performing stock. Don't kill me. Eric Lee, thank you. So, so that's the new rule. If you do become a member and get a shirt, you should. It's free. I don't know why you wouldn't. We're all going to wear our Know Your Worth, #KnowYourWorth shirts at the Members Only Lives, which is twice a month coming up next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday. We had one beautiful one last week. Few of you were there. The other thing is, if you guys are a member, why aren't you showing up? Why are you a member otherwise? Show up, learn. You got me for like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes, one-on-one. Well, what's the point becoming a member? I appreciate the support. Don't get me wrong. I mean, don't do it for the t-shirt. The t-shirt's t-shirt. You do it for this. You're going to get a ton out of it. Seriously, you can't even buy a Big Mac for $10 these days, man. Tesla chart doesn't look good. Tesla chart has not looked good for a while. But let's look at Actually, Tesla. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Yeah, Oklo. We're gonna buy puts on that. I just bought it anyway, so I'm gonna buy more. What else? Tesla. Never mind. Tesla. Since yeah, it looks bad. It's right on this 200 day, man. Make or break right here. MACD alone under 0. Don't like it. They pumped it into the robotaxi event. It's typical, retested the highs. Typical buy on rumor, sell on news. Typical Wall Street style. In fact, yeah. So right under 200 EMA. I mean, it breaks here. 200 is next, obviously, and then 180 next. And good support down to 180, 200. I mean, it's not a good looking chart. Look at Meta's chart versus Tesla's chart. Yeah, nothing important, really. SMH. Didn't I look at SMH? It's just going sideways before. Not SMH is the semiconductor index. That's the one. Is that what you were asking? Or SME? No. What was the S? Yeah, SMH semiconductor index is this one. Let's look at VIX. Let's look at TLT, by the way, while I'm here. Yeah, semiconductor index, SMH looks exactly like MU, AMD, nothing like NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the best one. TSM had a massive move. Taiwan Semi on Friday. Earnings blew it out. See, this is a trade, right? Okay, how do you trade this? Earnings came out right at the old high, blew it out. This looks a lot like Carvana, which I will put up. Gapped up. Now it's kind of trying to close the gap. Those are the stocks you guys need to buy on pullbacks above it. So PLL, Mojotronics, it retested the 200 EMA twice, couldn't break out. Now it's pulling back to the 50 EMA. I'm not going to argue with the institutions, but I don't think this is going to go to 8. I think it's in the right group, in the lithium group. So, but I'm looking at the upside downside kind of a situation here, right? It never went above it. So don't touch stocks that are under 200 EMA. There's a million other stocks to look at. Kava. Look at that. Beautiful. I will trim some more, actually. Nothing but a beautiful uptrend with a little whoosh in between. Okay, we just bought more Oklo. What did we buy? We bought Oklo, and we bought... Did we buy you? Yeah, we did. Okay, I don't like that little finger it's putting on, but we'll see. Let's see what we bought. We bought Oklo at 90 cents. Now we have 20 puts on Oklo, 20 of the 15 puts. And we have CCJ is going the right way. Oklo is not going to keep doing this. We have 10 more at 80 cents. And what did we buy? Okay, now we're up to 60 Unity with a cost of 97 cents. We bought more at 80 cents. That should do it for today. Splurging. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Yeah, Oklo, I have 10 more at... Where do I have it at? Where do I have it at? 80 cents. Those are the November 15 expiration $15 puts. See, on this one, we don't care if it goes down to 15 or not. That thing goes like 17, 18. These things are going to be like $1.50 to $2 if the implied volatility stays as high as it is, which I'm pretty sure it will, until stocks that settles down, starts going sideways. Yeah, I don't like you putting a finger down like that. I really don't. So this may be... Let's not add anymore. I have 60 of the 25 calls. Stock is 21.52. The other thing you guys need to be careful about is Obviously, elections, that's going to add to the volatility. I have my puts. Okay, I'm perfectly fine. I have 40 of those puts. Okay, cool. So yeah, I will post these updated ones by 2 o'clock today. Yeah, I don't like what it's doing today. I mean, it looked like in the morning it was breaking out. Now it's kind of key reversal to the downside. Still going sideways, struggling with the 200-day. If this thing closes above 200-day, I'm telling you, people, buy the stock, buy the options, whatever it is. If it takes out 23, 30, 23 and a half, this thing is gone. It's gone. Okay. It may not be as quick as, some of the other ones when I say gone, but yeah. And risk is low here. So you're risking $20 if you buy at 21.50. You're risking 6% to get 30 out of it. So 5 to 1 is pretty deal. All right, I'm going to get to the front screen, answer some more questions, and then I'm going to say goodbye. So, and go to the community page, please. Look at the positions. Look at the day before. Look at the one before. You can see what I'm doing, like what I'm getting in, getting out of. Because getting in, following me is easy. Getting out is tough. Because I may do it on a day that I'm not posting. You know what I mean? I may do it on a day that I'm not posting. Then what are you guys going to do? Right? I don't want you to hold the bag. That's why I'm saying don't do the options. Do the underlying. Okay? Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Where are we? Hey, Joy BTV, new member. Email me, Sergio at sergioavedian.com. Okay? Your shirt size, what color you want. Black is nice. Black or navy blue is really nice with the gold lettering. It goes with the other channel too, but here it goes here as well. So Sergio at sergioavedian.com. We will email you a shirt. Tesla chart looks like, yes, it does. Yes. Did you become a member for the t-shirt? No. Just come show up at the members only, man. It was awesome last week. They got so much out of it. Seriously, they got so much out of it. And cool. Any other questions? No? Okay. Yeah, Joy BTV Kava. I wouldn't buy it here. I've been talking about Kava for 4 months. Beautiful, 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 great food, reasonable, kicks Chipotle's, you know what? I mean, I like that kind of food. What do you say, Wizum? You like that kind of food? Yeah. So, again, if you remember, become a member, you get a t-shirt. This t-shirt right here. Free. It's $30. And I'm hoping you guys stick around for 3 months so I get my money out of it and do the work for free. But it's not about that. It's about rewarding the members with something they can remember me by when they are out on their own fishing, because I'm not going to keep giving you guys fish. I want to teach you how to fish, not feed you fish. That's what I want to do. And one by one, I swear to God, one by one, I'm going to have all of the other 200,000 people from the other side move over here, because enough is enough. I'm like losing my mind, literally, because I did some deliveries this weekend. Bro, $2 to put a burrito in my car and go 3 miles? I mean, what's happening on this planet? What is going on? No, I refuse. I just can't. I'm not going to lose money to deliver some schmuck's burrito who didn't tip. It's not going to happen. So we need to get out of that thing. That thing is deadly. That's just cash flow. In fact, before I forget, tomorrow at noon, public, not private, I'm releasing another video on Insiders of Wall Street on the channel. So there is 4 videos in that now. Please, these are all OGs of trading. These are the people who started behind me, like me. These people became presidents of CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, president of banks. These people are it. They have lasted, they have longevity. 2 with Jack Barugian, 1 with Anthony Crudelli, and 1 with John Moser. Please go to the podcast, click on it. There's going to be an icon. All 4 interviews are there. Tomorrow, an interview is coming out that will blow your guys' mind off. This is not about trading. This is about gaslighting. This is about inflation. This is about debasing of the US dollar, how you can protect yourself going forward. And what this software engineer did, Sonny is his name. I met him on X. And what he's doing with credit cards and what he's doing with Bitcoin. That's all I'm going to say. So it's going to be released at noon tomorrow, public. We don't hide anything. The only thing that we're asking for is membership. If you become a member, you get more access to me. If you don't, then you just get the Monday, Friday for free, and you get all the other content for free. But the point is, please check that out. Please share that. It may not be applicable to most of you, but what he's doing is brilliant. And he's a brilliant man. He's a software engineer. He's not dummy, okay? And he's on X, and all that is going to be in there noon tomorrow. Check it out. It's going to come out. And yeah, it fascinated me. And it was like a nice long conversation, about 35, 40 minutes. And we're going to put it out there for you guys to see. Let's look at any other questions? Please ask me questions. Questions? No questions? Okay. Okay, so first 2 weeks of October was fantastic. It really was. It was probably my best 2 weeks of the year. Everything I touched turned correctly, the way I wanted to turn. Now I'm kind of getting a little iffy feelings, slowing down a little bit. I'm not pressing it. I'm still about 72, 73% cash in the account. I'm not pressing. You guys will all know when I'm pressing. Okay? There's nothing to press. Market keeps making new highs. I don't care if my bias is negative. Personal bias means shit. Nothing. It means nothing. Okay? Market will make you wrong. To me, you look at it, it's in front of you. You may have a personal bias. You may have all kinds of biases. Recency bias. All these biases you have. What are they going to do? All they're going to do is make you angry because you're not right. Okay? Well, you accept you're not right. You just take your loss and move on. So today, I'm probably going to be my first red day, but we'll see. We'll see where the day ends, because it looked like that on Friday and it didn't turn out. There was 10 green days in a row this month so far, trading days. Today most likely will be my first red day. I wish I had sold more of those QQQ puts when the market tanked, but it's okay. When you're doing well, you will have like 4 or 5 long positions and a couple of short positions. All will work exactly the way it's supposed to work. All longs go up, all shorts go down. I'm like, that's nirvana. That happens maybe twice a year. So the first 2 weeks was like that. Today, probably a red day. Oh, no problem. No big deal. But as long as you're controlling the red, so as long as you don't give up what you gained, and I had some nice gainers on the first 10 trading days of the month. So if you gain 10% already, would you give up 10%? No. You just clean it all up, all of it. Go to flat. It's just done with 2 clicks. Flat, flat, flat. Liquidate everything. Cover the shorts. Sell the longs. Okay, so on the new 10% that you gained this month, I give up 3 of that. Max. I'm out of there. Either way, right? That's what trading equity is about. You can't just go, oh, I love this here. I'm like, no, I bought 60 Unity calls. I'm down 600, 800 bucks on it. What am I going to do? I'm not going to cry about it. But then my other ones, I'm hoping that just kind of balance it all out. But if I see that that specific stock continues lower and acting weird and acting weaker than it should, while the market's making all-time highs, those are your signals. You go like, okay, it's wrong call. Let's get out. That's it. Take your loss and get out. So those are the things I'm trying to teach actually on the members only meetings. Okay. One-on-one, you guys will learn quite a bit. So let's answer a couple more questions and then I'll say goodbye. Oh, look at these questions. Would S&P 500 be a good place to invest about? Absolutely, but I wouldn't invest like that. Okay, Sean, you need to show up to a members meeting. Did you order your shirt? Did you? Email me, Sergio@sergioavedian.com. Order your shirt. Yes. So let's do this. Okay, let's answer this a little bit in detail. Would S&P 500, that's S and P, by the way, good place to invest? Yeah. No. Okay. Here's a saying that I got from my mentors. The time you spend timing the market, okay, listen to this carefully now, is completely a waste of time. The time you spend in the market is the most valuable time. Again, the time you spend or timing the market, right? Buy low, sell high, that kind of a thing? No. So, Sean, we talk about DCA, dollar cost averaging. If you have that kind of money to invest in your retirement, and I talked about this already a few times, I'm going to repeat it again. If you invest $100 a month, 100 a month for 40 years into the ETF, which is S&P 500, it would be worth, at the end of 40 years, it'll be worth $1.25 million. It seems like you can do more. Why don't you put in $200 a month, $300 a month, or $100 a week? You will get there a lot faster in your time frame of 5 to 30 years, but you don't go plop it in. You don't wait for a crash. You take that money, okay? You break it into bits, whatever you can do, but it has to be the equal amount. On the first of each month or week, whatever you think you're going to do, we can talk about that on the members meeting. When you show up, please show up and wear your t-shirt. So we can talk more in detail, because we do talk quite a bit about people's personal issues, not issues, but plans, right? Freely. So do that. And when you come to the next meeting, I'll explain it to you. Because that's what you do. You DCA, your dollar cost average, $100 a week. Okay. First thing, it might be Monday morning, buy $100 worth of S&P 500. It goes up, it goes down, it crashes. When it crashes, you buy it at a lower price. You buy it at a higher price. It doesn't matter. It averages 10%. It has averaged 10%. Okay. So I wouldn't plop it all in though. Yeah. No kidding. No kidding. I definitely think it's better than Chipotle. Chipotle looks like trash next to Kava. Yeah, for sure. I didn't drive rideshare, but I did deliveries because I'm testing my Prop 22 bullshit that they're pulling on me, floating my money for 2 weeks before they give it back to me with 5% interest rates. I'm going to put an end to that, by the way. I'm definitely going to put an end to that. Melvin, how's it going? Yeah, no, if you mean what I was saying, I look at my equity, man. I look at my dollars in the account. Okay. If I have $1,000 at the end of the month, first of the next month, I have $1,100. I'm up 10%. What I did to get there is not of consequence. I pick my horses. I pick my best setups. I get in, I get out. I'm wrong. Of course I'm wrong. Am I right? Of course I'm right. So first 10 trading days of October happened to be right every day, because the positions I was taking was working. And today it's kind of a little iffy. But again, I'm looking at my equity, right? If I have $1 more every week than the last week, I'm good. I'm not talking literally $1 more, right? Because I have a 6-figure account. So to me, it's 10% a lot. So I'm not going to give that up, what I gain in October. And October happens to be the worst month of the year. It's not over yet. So I'm like kind of going, okay, cool. But I protect my shit like more than anybody. I will sell my mother if I think it's going to be a loss. Sorry, I know I love my mother, rest in peace, but I have no problems shorting things, selling losers. I have no problems. You don't do that. You go to the poorhouse. Okay. So 5 more minutes. Let's look at the last one more time, the positions, and then I'll say goodbye. Okay, this is going to be on the community page, please. Okay. All right, so triple Q's 812, nothing there. U 82 cents. I have a buy order there. Yeah. Where did I just buy this thing? Did I buy it at 80 cents? Yeah, I did. Hey. Yeah, they're killing the IV on that up fintech. I'm just going to buy 10 more of those at 25 cents. It's money well spent. 25 cents. Okay. We just bought. And now we have 60 of those with a cost of 32 cents. Okay. Dollar pop, those will be 50 cents, double. Okay. Oklo, 21.45, squeezing up. I like it. 80 cents is my next buy order. I have 20. Let's buy 10 more at 70 cents. This is a counter trend. Don't do what I'm doing on Oklo. This is only for the pros. I have an order at 80 cents. Let's put an order at 70 cents in case it melts up, which it looks like they're doing now. Okay, so orders are in. CCJ, for 40 of them. I'm up a few cents. Okay, that's good. I'm up like 300 bucks on Billy. Yeah, so all these positions, right? Why do I have all these positions? Okay, mostly calls, protected with some index puts. It doesn't matter if one works, one doesn't work, or whatever. What it matters is combined overall. It's like a mishmash of things. Okay. I don't look at it as like, oh, I'm losing $1,000 on this and making 1,000 on that. It's a combination equity thing. I don't care about. Will I protect one? Will I get out of one specifically if I see it going completely sideways or against me? Absolutely. But no need to fret about it because I didn't take more than a 5%, 6% position in it. It's not going to kill me. Okay. You can go to zero. It's not going to kill me. What's going to happen is that I will protect it, though. I will not let it go to oblivion. So, pretty reasonably balanced. When I put the positions up, so you guys will see what I have, what I decided having. Anyway, so that's it. Simple. Keep it simple, stupid. And okay. First time I ever lift off from me for you better go to get those 60 trips, buddy. That's good money. Shorties, put your area filter on to 5 miles and go sit in Santa Monica somewhere and knock them all out. You know what I mean? That's it. That's good money. So, all right. Any other questions? So, sum it up. I'll be back on Friday with Power Hour. Ironically, I didn't have power during Power Hour last Friday, so I'm going to do everything this weekend on Power Hour. I'm going to post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday my positions on the community page. I will also post the members live and the schedule, like Lynn said, on the community page, so you guys are aware. But in order for you to be notified, subscribe and turn on notifications on. And if you are an existing member or become a member, I will send you this t-shirt for a fee. It should arrive in probably 10 days or less because we're doing it in-house. Super high quality, 30 bucks on the website. You get a perk and you get 2 extra live streams a month. And everybody must wear the shirt when they show up to members only lives. All right. So content is coming up. Please check out what this guy is doing with credit cards and Bitcoin. Please check it out. And then we have all the warnings in there, all the advice in there. It's not for everyone, but I think what he's doing is brilliant to protect himself from debasing and gaslighting and inflation and all that stuff. So, Share it, please share it. I think it's amazing, amazing, amazing content. So yeah, all right. Much love. I will see you guys on Friday. Check out the content interview coming up 12 noon tomorrow. Join us. Show me the money tomorrow at 3 p.m. Oh, Wednesday I'm gonna be at LAX. If you're an LA driver, early. Lyft has they have a pop-up with free food between 11:30 and 1:30. I'm definitely going to eat their free food. And if you want to come say hi, it's going to be in the holding lot at LAX, some corner somewhere. So when you guys get there, you'll figure it out. So come meet me. If you haven't met me before, which most of you haven't, we'll take a couple of pictures. We'll talk some shop. We'll talk to some Lyft people there. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah, hashtag SMTMC. Hashtag know your worth right there. See? Right there. All right, guys. I'll see you Friday. Be safe. Stay healthy, please. Okay, we'll answer. No, I don't have a referral code. You can go gig with it and order it. I'll ask Kyle to. Actually, I do have referral code. Sorry. Sergio's referral code. SERGIO. I think you get 25% off. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, don't do it. Email me, Sergio at sergioavedian.com. I'll let you know what it is. Don't buy anything yet. I'm pretty sure it's 25%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Kyle, are you here? Confirm. I'll ask Kyle, but gig with it. Yeah, Sergio, SERGIO. If you put that on checkout, it's 25%. I don't have a referral code, but you get a discount. But that's gig with it. So we're gonna come up with our own merch for this channel. It'll be like pigs get slaughtered, or bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. All this fun, financial stuff. We're looking into it, and then yeah. But email me, and then I'll let you know. But if you do become a member, you get a shirt for free. You can actually come out ahead. If you become a member for 1 month, you pay $10 and then get the shirt for $30, and then I lose $20. That's kind of don't do that. But if you want to learn, you're at the right place. So long story short, stay healthy, be safe. Much love to all of you, and see you guys later.